But he did something. Stupid Mac. Sorry.
That's all right. We're there. We should be on.
Yeah.
I think
And
we're on.
okay,
I
we're
hit
on.
I hit the welcome button
Okay.
to get us out of that. So, hey, if there's anybody out there in the YouTube universe that sees us right now, and you're like got a notification from my YouTube channel, Selective Imagery, and you're wondering what's going on, is Gustavo and I are doing an experiment where basically to try to for those of you who follow the show, we're trying to make adjustments with you know, going to the new format where we only have two shows a month, where we have the photo review the first Saturday of every month, and we have a general 2 hour show to talk about photography on the third Saturday of the month. And so, what we're experimenting with, and so far has been working, is I was able to create a team and put Gustavo on the team with administrative rights. So, what will happen is um, whether it won't matter who initiates it, but I want Gustavo to get used to doing this. Is when we hit the third Saturday of the month, Gustavo will send the invites out to the people on the panel because he knows how to do that now, and he will also get do the thumbnail for the show, and the what will happen is the actual event that he creates for the live stream for the third week um, of April will show up on the Selective Imagery YouTube channel, and you will go for no matter what show it is, the photo review or the one the third Saturday, is you'll go into Selective Imagery and you will uh, click on the notify button, and we'll both be here, and we both co-host, and we both see the same screen, and we both have control of the television set, so we could really mess with each other really good.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, by the way, Rakesh is on and Greg Wilson is on. So that
All
complete.
right, so I didn't click on my chat, so okay, so hello to Rakesh, and hello to Greg. And yeah, see, we're both going to try for the part for Mr. Clean commercials and see who wins the part. Uh, I don't know. It's going to be a tough competition, but um, what we're doing here, if you've been on since this thing started, is we're doing a test. We've now having a successful test where Gustavo's going to be able to create a live stream event for that third um, Saturday of every month, and I'll be able to come on and we'll be co-hosting, and we both see the same main control panel because he now has access. See, he turned my face off here. We now have access to all the function buttons, so he can make me disappear, and I can make him disappear, and we could be monkeying around here and messing with each other big time. And I could make him think he doesn't know what he's doing, and he can make me think that I don't know what I'm doing. But in my case, that would be true. But this is working out great. I mean, because he has admin rights now to basically my Restream account. And I did not have to give him my personal information. He's part of a new team that I call Livestream Team, and he's part of the team with admin rights. So I can create an event. I could schedule a show. He could schedule a show, and then they're all going to be broadcast from a Selective Imagery channel. And this way, when we will co-host the event, he's going to co-host with me on the photo review, okay? And then I'm going to co-host with him on the third week of April, and I'll co-host with him as often I can. But what's good is if I can't co-host, by the time that happens, where maybe I can't do it every once in a while, he'll have his feet wet really, really well, and he'll be able to do all these things on his own, and it'll just stream through my channel, and everybody just goes to the same channel all the time. It makes it it makes it very convenient from an administrative point of view. And Gustavo is, he's an egghead like me. He caught on quick. And of course, Restream changed some of the things from when I wrote instructions from Chuck when he was trying to do it. Because I'm like, well, do you see this box? And he goes, don't look like that anymore. So
yeah, let me ask you a question here. This is so my end, it looks okay, and I can see on the iPad everything is okay. Now, what happened, and this has happened to me before. This is nothing to do with Restream, but I must have pressed something that's basically zooming my Chrome window. Do you know how to zoom out of that Chrome window?
You zoomed in your Chrome window. So right now, what I'm missing, and you're big, maybe.
No. It's nothing to do. I mean, in YouTube, look perfect, correct? It's an issue. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I minimize. Okay, and
Oh,
come back.
Maybe you hit the arrow button here where I'm pointing.
Oh,
the maximize or to minimize.
Yeah, maybe. Let me go there and check. Hold on a second, because I no, I still, yeah. It's like I mean, it's yeah. This I know if that happened to me before. Maximize. So if I say, you see, now I still feel. Let me see. It must be some sort of keyboard thing that I did.
Yeah.
Actually, let me try one thing. I'm going to leave. I'm going to
leave and come back in.
Okay, now actually this is another interesting thing. So I see end stream. So what happened if anyway, guys, certainly Rakesh and Greg, thank you very much. We're going to end the stream now.
Yeah. We wanted to just do a test, and we knew if we came on, somebody in the universe would get a notification that I was live, that Selective Imagery was live, and you got double trouble now instead of just me. You got double trouble. So we proved that we could do it, and I'm glad that you're saying that the sound and the video looks good.
Yes.
And we now have gone through the educational part of making this thing work. And yeah, we're going to have some trip ups every once in a while for a little bit, but basically we basically put this thing together in like really 3 days, in three days, on and off, talking to each other and sharing information and trying to go through it. And I think the fact that we're able to go live this fast, I didn't think we would be here for another week. And now we know it works. Gustavo can fool around with the system and get more familiar with, like I said, bringing in the captions. And since you guys are here, I'm gonna torture you and make you look at the caption for our photo review. We do have. Let's see. we have, let me see how many pictures we have. Give me a minute. We're up to 35. So we have 35 images, but unfortunately, most of them are from people in the panel. We got some from Jeff Sluter, Gustavo, and this isn't counting Gustavo's. He sent me some that I didn't put in there yet, but these are basically, so far we got images from, let's see. Well, we got images from Woody. We got images from Terry. We've got images from Luis. We got images from Randall, Bob from Bob R Photos, Jeff Sluter. And like I said, I got pictures that I haven't put in yet from Gustavo. So how many did you send in? 4?
4.
So we'll be at 39. I haven't picked out mine yet. So that'll bring us up at least 5 or 6 shots. So we're like at 41. So we need to be respectable. We need like another 20 to 30 images, I think, and we'll be in pretty good shape. So I think we'll get there. We're just testing out some of the features here to make sure that they work. My email, you guys can always contact me, and I'll put in the ticker, make sure the ticker's working. Everything seems to look pretty good.
And Greg is asking here. So Greg, remember this is still going to evolve through time. So correct. So I think the vision is still the same. The way we're doing it now, what we're learning is going to be beneficial. Correct. I think it was Tim that suggested that we also do, if we create this photo club, which this will eventually become, correct? Then we will have social media and places to put photos and that kind of stuff that he suggested. So that will evolve, but we wanted to have at least this.
Yeah, we're going to change the name. We'll change the name of the show. Okay, exactly. We are going to do that. We're going to change the name of the show. We'll have a different thumbnail. But we're just going to funnel it all through my channel because, basically, if you have everybody splinter off, then everybody's going to be like, oh, 1 week it's at this place, 1 week it's at that place. And basically, unless somebody that's doing one of the weeks wants to become monetized, and then the only way that happens is, he has to create. Then he has to create his own YouTube channel and splinter off. And we're trying to keep it as one group of people. And by doing the admin rights, everybody just gets a notification from Selective Imagery, and me as Selective Imagery doesn't need to be there. And I don't have to turn the light switch on like Chuck was doing. He had to be there to turn the light switch on. Now I don't have to be there to turn the light switch on. I could be there on the show. I could not be there on the show. And anybody that we have as an admin can come in to do it. It's just that you're going to go to my channel to see it. That's all. And it just makes it better because we're only paying one fee. Yes. And what we're going to try to do too is, as this thing grows, if we get, let's say we get 2 other people that say they want to fill in the other 2 weeks of the month where we won't have a show right away. Okay. Let's just say somebody decides they want to do that.
We particularly want to do that so to benefit the people in Europe, correct?
Yeah. If we get somebody like Louise or someone that has time to do it and do a show on a different day, it'll still funnel through Selective Imagery, but that person would be a different person hosting. And it works out good because everybody can just see it from one place. And I'm not doing it to make money. I could have created a coffee fund right now and made money, and I chose not to do it. Okay, so I'm not doing it for the money. So I'm only monetized to the point where I could create a coffee fund type of thing and people can make a donation, and I'm not doing it. I never did it for the money. I'm not doing it for the money. The only thing that we may do, and not right away, the only thing we may do is ask for, like I did 8 months ago or whatever, a one-time donation to cover the costs of Restream, and then we'll lower that cost. Will get lowered because we will buy the subscription plan for a full year, and that'll knock $10 a month off the price. So instead of $49 a month that I'm paying now, it'll be $39 a month. So we may do that. It's not going to be like tomorrow where we're going to be begging for money, but at some point we may put up that link to my PayPal account that we did. And I got enough money from a handful of people to pay for Restream for the last 6 months I did the show. And every penny, I mean, every penny of that money went for Restream.
Hey,
Not 1 cent, not 1 cent went in my pocket.
we got Scuba Razzi now joining.
Yes, Kubarazi, we are live, and we literally are doing an experiment here, and we have co-hosting capability. Because Gustavo, do something to make me disappear. Gustavo's learning.
See, I can make him disappear.
Here, he can make me reappear. And if I don't want to be on the right-hand side of the screen, then I'll just make him disappear and come back, and I'm on the left-hand side again.
Exactly.
We
each other, so I can mute him.
We could screw with each other badly. Yeah, I could mute Gustavo so you can't hear him. Try to talk. Yeah, or we can let him talk.
Back.
He's back. So we have the ultimate. Both of us have the ultimate power now to mess with each other. Yeah. So I'm really happy. I'm happy. I mean, in a very short time, we really went leaps and bounds here, and we'll trip over our shoes a little bit, but I think it's going to work out good.
Excellent. So guys, again, thank you very much. We don't want to take too much of your time. You may see, you may see some of this testing when we try to do a couple of more things in the coming days, correct? And if we have an impromptu type of get together because we want to try something, we let you guys know. But thank you very much, and I think this fulfill our requirement for today. And please do send your images to Jeff.
Yeah. So I mean, this is relatively painless. A little bit of pain for me and Gustavo, but in the scheme of things, it could have been a lot more complicated, and it's not. It's pretty. It worked out well. I mean, I had to have a few conversations with Restream help folks, and they were a big help. So if they're watching me, thanks guys. You did a great job walking me through everything and helping me set up the teams and the admin privileges and all that kind of stuff. So a thumbs up for Restream and their product support. They did a good job. And I thank you to Gustavo for being so patient and willing to try this out and try to make things work in a speedy time, so that those of you who we're here to service as part of the community, where you don't have to go through too much pain. It'll be very, very simple for you guys. No different than just going on like you're watching Photo Talk. And like I said, we are going to change the name. I'm going to take my face off the thumbnail. It's going to be a more generic thumbnail that represents whatever we pick for a name for the show, and that will be something that we do soon. Any specific wishes for the types of photos for the review? Whatever strikes your fancy. Old stuff, new stuff. No, I think I'm always going to keep it generic because I don't want to pigeonhole. I don't want to make people uncomfortable trying to shoot something they never shot before, and then we end up with a whopping 20 images to share. So I'd rather leave it generic.
And guys, so that you know, the ones that are hearing this either afterwards or this is going to be a little bit more scripted. Jeff and I wanted more scripted in terms of the structure that we're going to give to the show. For the April 19 get together, which is what we call the general meeting, we already have Luis has already volunteered to do a presentation on his trip in Thailand. So we're going to get we already have a presentation. So think about it, presentation and stuff. Let us know, and then we can put you in the schedule. Correct. So we typically will have a segment with a welcome. Then we will go through the news and rumors, depending on who is hosting the show that day. Then we will have a presentation. Like always, we'll have some discussion topics, and then we will have a sign off. So that's typically the structure that we're going to give. And obviously, when we have the photo review, it's going to be a little bit longer, but we want to get this done.
Hello to Woody. Yeah, well, we got people joining us here. More people coming in. What we're going to try to do is, you guys remember I sent Gustavo probably hasn't had time to look at it though. I sent like the structure that I was using when I was doing it, and I commented on what I was doing, and in some cases I said I tried to do this, it didn't seem to work. I tried to do that, it didn't seem to work. And we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna try to have the structure very, very similar to what he said. You know, we'll have the people on the panel say their hellos and let us know what they've been up to. We'll be saying hello to everybody in the chat as they come in. We'll have some key topics that we've picked to talk about. We'll talk about stuff from Nikon rumors. Well, if there's anybody that wanted to do a presentation, we'll do the presentations. Hopefully we'll continue, you know, we got to discuss it, but, you know, we'll do Sony rumors, Canon rumors, Fuji rumors like we did before. And we'll pay attention to what you guys are talking about in the chat. And if it's getting to be a nice meaty discussion, we'll pull it out of the chat and we'll bring it into the main part of the discussion on the show. And I think, and Gustavo did this too, and Chuck did this too, is the thing is we don't have to show all the photos only that first Saturday of every month. If someone took some exceptional shot of something and they want to share it, you're going to be able to share it on the third Saturday of the month, and we'll just have you send it in and we'll show it. You know, I mean, it's a community thing, and we want to keep it friendly to everybody in the community. And
by the way, guys, the other thing is send us an idea for names. Some people have already submitted some for this kind of get together that we have. So you can type it on this video in the chat, or you can send an email to either Jeff or myself.
Yeah, send a comment from this video in YouTube with any suggestions for the name of the future shows.
Exactly.
And what we'll do is we'll collate all that and we'll put together a poll and we'll let everybody vote on it. And then that's what we'll call the show. It won't be called Photo Talk with Jeff Neville and Friends anymore. It'll be called whatever it's called. But we want it to be, obviously, let's not get into a name that can be
misconstrued.
That could be misconstrued in some manner that might cause us problems. So
we'll
leave it at that.
Politically neutral and
politically neutral, yeah,
and correct.
Yeah, and yeah. So, but yeah, put it in the comments for this video. Suggestions for a name, Mr. Clean Photo Club. Yeah. Well, hey, if you want to call it that, I'm all for it. But the requirement's going to be that anybody that comes on the show that's in the chat has to shave their head. We all have to look the same. If we're going to call it that, everybody's got to shave their head.
And we're suggesting already the Broke Photography Show.
Well, yeah.
No,
Yeah, we would all fit that category. I
Yeah,
think we would. We really would.
exactly. So anyway, guys, we're going to try to leave here because we still got a couple more tests to do. All right.
But
So see you around. Let me end the chat myself here, just to end the stream myself.
in the stream,
See you in a little while. If not, we see you at the photo review on April 5th.
April 5th, and we'll both be here.
Bye-bye.
Take care.